you're moving from place to place, place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adanna Combie. We continue conversations with our guests in studio this morning, and we're talking Lambeau Fisherfolk Association Fisherman Fete. We have in studio with us Miss Sumattee Ramkesoon. She's the president of Lambeau Fisherfolk Association, and Mr. Curtis Douglas. He is the president of all Fisherfolk Tobago. So we're talking about Fisherman Fete. Right? So we want to get all the information, all the details on this event that is upcoming. We want to get some information about the Lambeau Fisherfolk Association and all things that are happening around that. So welcome and good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Sumattee Ramkesoon. I am the president of Lambeau Fisherfolk Association for the past about 15 years. Why I formed the association? Well, first thing of all, I want to keep a Lambeau Fisherman Fete on the 12th of November, 2023. But there's plenty fight down in this. Plenty fight down in this. With only 2 individuals, nobody else. I have contributed to 3 fishing boats in Lambeau. Three fishing boats in Lambeau, which everybody know that. So I formed my own association. I have about 25 members in the association, going well. I also contribute to anything it have in Lambeau. It have the home in Lambeau, the elderly home. It have the village council. I contribute to that, but they say I am not a contribution to that. I contribute to that. Many little small events we have, I contribute in it too. But yet, it's a problem, but I have to keep the Fisherman Fete in Lambeau.
Right, and the Fisherman Fete is scheduled for November 12th, you said, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the event, what time it's going to start, where it's going to take place, what we can expect, who is involved, and stuff like that.
Well, basically, before, I started all of that to share the live.
That's right.
Share the
Now,
live,
yes, not continue to share the live, yes.
Continue to share the live,
That's right.
To the world. Now, well, ADFA, being the president of ADFA is a executive board that is responsible for all Tobago fisherfolk. In Tobago, represent Tobago fisherfolk. So what we do, we go a long way by we help these organizations build. Right, so we start by trying to build some kind of revenue, financial revenue. So we are in Lambeau now, so that Lambeau could show the fishermen, so they could have some kind of financial basis. So on the 12th, which is basically Diwali/Diwali, we are helping Ms. Ramkesoon and her organization through an event. The event really is just a fundraiser, as I said, to help, build that fishing community to strive, right? So on that day, which is the 12th, we're expecting to have, like free doubles. We're giving away free doubles on that day, right? Because, it's the festival of lights we're embracing, and we will have, activities. We have boats racing, we have pirogue racing, we have jet ski racing, we have the zesters and them out and bad, right? So we help other organizations throughout Tobago build. So Lambeau is the end of this year. Last year we would have done Southwest. So next year we are looking to go more in the country to do Bell Garden, Studley Park. And on the 10th of December, there will also be an event where we in Palatavere, where Palatavere is having like a Christmas, a fisherman Christmas, they call it, that is in Palatavere. So that is our role, to help them with the administrative work, make sure that they're registered in billing community, because that's what we're about, building community.
And I was just about to ask, what is what are the objectives of having a fisherman association, right? And it's something like a community type.
Yes. So what the association, the role and function of this association is really to represent the fisher folk and also the people in the community, because like Ms. Ramkesoon, we also have the support of the Lambeau village council, because we had a meeting with the Lambeau village council, and the president would have told me day before yesterday, we are in support of your movement, Mr. Douglas. So it's not like we isolated to fishermen. We collaborate with other groups and entities to build not only the community, but to build Tobago and make Tobago a thriving and driving and productive community by community, where the growth and development, because when you look at Miss Ramkesoon and organization and all fishing organization contribute to the food security. So not only that, when they have any problem, ATFA have the legal right for representation to represent them with the oil companies and stuff like that, and bilateral agreements and all of that. So that is our role and function. But I want to just make something very clear. It has some undesirables going around saying that they represent fisherfolk. I'm just wanted us that fisherfolk know, be aware, they have their political motive. Their motive are intent to destroy and to create mayhem. But we're not here for that. You know what we're here for? We're here to see how best we could build Lambeau and how we could build Tobago together.
So when you hear fisherman, you're not only talking about a FET. It's not just about a fisherman FET. It's a legal entity that is registered.
Correct.
And that has objectives, that is to build communities.
Yes.
Like that is something very welcoming.
Yes.
You know, especially in the Tobago space. You know, it takes a village, as they used to say a long time. It takes a village right. And so we all need each other. So it brings me great joy to hear the collaborative efforts in terms of rolling out an actual Fisherfolk Association, which at this time is preparing to host. Is it the first time you'll having a Fisherman Fete?
Yes.
Right. So, and you're inviting, is it just centered around Lambeau, or is it extended for the communities?
It's for the world.
Yeah, for the world.
It's for the world. Not only for Tobago. We don't isolate. We have so much to offer. Lambeau have so much culture and so much richness to offer, right? So know that when you come, we had Inspector Kerr on set here, and you know, he will make sure that order. So you're coming to Lambeau, you're coming, and you don't worry, you will be safe. One of the safest fishermen you could talk about. And as I said, we have doubles, we have other activities, we want to put Bouncy Casa for the children if God permit us. So it's a family, so you could bring the family, come down, enjoy, and be a part of the growth and development of this community. And that love should share throughout Tobago, not only Lambeau, but it's very important, because Miss Ramkesoon organization has been registered since 2015, and she would have took the wise decision to be a part of all Tobago Fisherfolk, right? So that is the legal entity to govern, to guide the fisherfolks, to make sure that they're not being advantage upon. And Miss Ramkesoon been a part of it, and the contribution that Miss Ramkesoon and her organization been contributing to the community and the society is a mammoth one, right? I mean, Miss Ramkesoon alone in her family have three boat fishers of men. Come on. When we talk about fishers of men, we talking about food security. We talking about when people are hungry, they come down the day and they get something to eat. So we want to share the love, and we want to take it a bit further. She want to take it a bit further. So she would have asked ATFA to help her guide her through the process, since she didn't have no experience. And ATFA have all the experience, because we help Castara, Plymouth, Culloden, name any organization. We're helping Blood, we're helping Palliative, we're helping Southwest. That is our role. We don't really show fishermen. What we do, we come out and we give them our professional experience and assistance in showing them how to build an accountability, so that when it's finished, you could give accountability. So when you're being called upon, there is some transparency, and so everybody could be happy and comfortable.
And one of the wisest decisions you can make is, if you don't know, you ask for help. So commendations to you, Miss Ramkesoon, for reaching out to ATFA for the help and guidance as it relates to the operations of the Lambeau Fisherfolk Association. And you were calling out all the different Fisherfolk Associations in Tobago. How many are there, if you can call a number?
No, there's supposed to be something like 13 to 14. But some of the problem that ATFA faces is that leadership in the community is very scarce, right? So we have Bloody Bay, which is on ATFA. We have Palliative, which is on ATFA. We have Castara, Fisherfolk, we have Plymouth Fisherfolk, we have Culloden Fisherfolk, we have Southwest Fisherfolk, we have Studley Park, we have Lambeau, and then we try to build Charlottesville, right? And here Charlottesville, it have Speyside, right? It have Bell Garden, who is under us as well, Bell Garden. So we are trying to incorporate so that, you know, as an individual, no one listens to any individual anymore. They listen to organization. And with that force, that organization, when fishermen speak, people listen.
That's right.
They
That's
listen.
right. That's right. I mean, no man can stand alone, right? When, you know, you need the support
Correct.
of people to help you to get your message across and to ensure there's order.
Correct.
Right? So we're talking again about this event that's taking place on the 12th of November. What time do we start? What time do we finish? And where exactly? And how do you get there and stuff like that?
The event taking place at Petitchou Beach. That's straight down to the park.
Right.
Going back to Plantation back gate there. That big area
People
there.
drive there for lunch sometimes.
Yes,
right.
and they could relax there, and they had the kite flying and thing there. So and most of them be looking at to start very early in the morning.
So it's an early morning thing.
It's an early morning thing. We're gonna start whole day, give everybody what they're supposed to get. Everybody come and enjoy themselves there.
Get the doubles.
They get the doubles early in the
I
morning.
find Mr. Douglas really keen on this doubles, you know.
Yes, because it's Diwali day, and we
Right.
decide to just show doubles for.
Right. So anybody attending.
Yes, anybody.
They could
If
look
anybody
forward to at
passing
least one
through,
free-
they could come and get something too. Because
Right,
we have
right.
some vendors there.
What are some of the activities that people can engage in?
But we're looking at the boat race, the period, the jet ski race. We're also looking at a tug of war, beer drinking competition, a whining race, a swimming race. You know, make it activity, make it
Right.
nice and spicy. Bring up the whole thing. It's the first time I'm keeping it.
Right, right. Oh, it's the first time. So
Yeah.
congratulations to you and
Thank
your
you.
organization as well for hosting this event on the 12th. I think that is what,
Yes,
Sunday?
Sunday coming.
Sunday coming. So I want to wish you the very, very best, and I'm looking forward to seeing the roll out of this event and how it's going to take place. And we want to invite the Tobago public, as Mr. Douglas said, it's not just for Tobago, it's for the world. So if you're in any part of the
Exactly.
world and
Anybody,
you could
yes.
make it to Lambeau on Sunday, you
Yeah.
know, all and sundry are welcome to participate in the Fisherman. They call it a fete, but I call it an event because I see children,
Yes.
activities
you
for
have, yeah.
children with the bouncy
You have, yeah,
castle,
exactly.
and of course the well-renowned tug of war. You know, that is an event that always, you know, that's like a event at any activity.
Yeah.
You know, that will bring in the crowds. You will join the
Exactly.
crowds. You want to see who is the one with the strength, who is
Yes,
the anchor,
exactly.
who pulling in the rope, and who is going to win. So, you know, there are many attractions and activities taking place this Sunday at the Petitchou Park there in Lambeau, where the Lambeau Fisherfolk Association will be hosting their fisherman event this Sunday. All are welcome. There's no entrance fee.
No,
You know,
ma'am.
it's free to all. Even if you're driving
to
by,
the
you could
pub.
stop and get your doubles.
Exactly. That we're talking about.
Right, we're building communities through the Fisherfolk associations across the island of Tobago. It is indeed a commendable effort. And again, I want to congratulate you for this first attempt to host this event. And I want to encourage Tobago to support community events, community groups that are trying to do things. And of course, I know things like these will help to curb crime because, of course, they take the idle people off the street
Yes.
and they get them involved
Well,
in
yes.
things that are community based and
Yes.
they help them and groom them. Just like how AFTA is helping these associations, they help people to, you know, even hone in their skills and talents and abilities, because I'm sure you have people on your planning committee who might have some level of skill that they could add to
Yes.
things like this. So in closing, is there anything you want to share with our public?
Basically, we just want to see Tobagonian fisherfolk. We need to cooperate with each other. We are not only fishermen, we're not isolated. As we said, we intend to partner with other people, other groups, because together we could do so much, not only for our community, but for our own little island, our little country in Trinidad and Tobago, or more so Tobago. We could do so much more. All it takes is a little bit of application and a little bit of dedication. And once we start, because what we do, we have started more than the first step of 1,000 steps, which is the All Tobago Fisherfolk, in leading and charting the way forward for the people and the fisherfolk in Tobago. Because when you look worldwide, you see other organizations doing other things. And I just mind to say, next year, we will be having some other guests from Europe, as guests from Europe to come to Tobago, so that Fisherfolk will expand their skills and knowledge, because it's supposed to happen this year, but unfortunately we could not accommodate them. So brace yourself. Let's be prepared. Let's be prepared to expand and to excel in our growth and in development, and also to excel in food security in Tobago, and also share the life and share the love. Share the love. Share the love throughout Tobago.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've been speaking with Sumattee Ramkesoon, President, Lambeau Fisherfolk Association, and Curtis Douglas, President of All Tobago Fisherfolk Association. And we're talking about Lambeau hosting their very first Fisherman Fete this weekend on Sunday. So all are welcome to join. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to a break, and then we head on over to Tobago notes. And of course, before we go, of course, we invite you to share the live, share the live, share the live. Thank you for viewing.
Thank you.